I'm live. Hello, everybody. I am live using StreamYard. How's everyone doing? Let me know in the comments. And if I can't see you, it's because you need to give StreamYard permission and I can never remember how to do it. So hopefully you're okay. Now, this is going to be a mega quick live because I've just come off a coaching call with a private client, which was amazing. And I said to her, I am going to go and do a live like this right now because I think it was really important sort of thought that I had in terms of how can I help people when it comes to creating content, particularly on LinkedIn, but across all social media, and also on our first call today on the Business Mastermind, which was just mega, really, really good. This came up a lot. Again, it's like, well, what do we post? You know, what do we post? It's all right for you. You're creating content all the time. And what I wanted to talk about was today was how to sort of think in content. So I'm going to write that down just while I talk about what that means. Oh shit, that's more. Okay. So how do you think in content? And I've started to realize that that's what I do. I think in content. I know whether it's because I've been social mediaing for so long, but content opportunities are everywhere. Everything that you say, everything you do, everywhere you go, and everything that happens to you is content. Everything that's ever happened to you is content. And, you know, the 4 pillars of content that I teach, stories, video, social proof, call to action, right? 4 pillars of content: stories, video, social proof, call to action. And you have to create a lot of content, right? It's just a fact. If you want to do social media marketing, you want to do attraction marketing, you want people to come to you because we don't do any of the dirty DMs. We need to start thinking in content and looking for content opportunities all the time. And one of the things that I talk about is the Post-it note method, where you write everything that's in your head about your thing on Post-it notes, stick them up where you can see them, carry Post-it notes around with you, write down 1 or 2 words, and then every day pick one off the wall and use that. But I want to expand on this because of a post that I wrote today. Now, I said this in the group, I'm not going to lie. I think it's like one of my best bits of content I've ever written. I'm see if I can find it so I can actually share my screen and show it you. I've put loads of posts on today. That's another thing. In fact, I'll show you let's I think I can share my screen with you. Hold on. This is what happens, you see. I start to think in StreamYard at the last minute. So I think I can share my screen. Hold on. Oh my goodness. So this is my Facebook. Is it? So you should be able to see that. I don't know how to put it so I can see it as well. But anyway, or you can see me as well. Oh no, that's my LinkedIn. Oh, hold on. See, have I done the wrong thing? Oh my goodness. That's my LinkedIn, isn't it? Oh, I hate StreamYard. Why do I get it so wrong? Or can you see it? I don't know. I think I've shared the wrong thing. Hold on. Stop sharing me. So smooth. Can't do it. Why can't I do it? Oh, hold on. Let's see. Can you see it now? Yeah. So this is my stream today, which I thought was quite useful. Well, there's me talking about stuff. Hopefully you can see that. Oh, you can see it. Right. And then there's me about a podcast. And then there's me talking about what happened in the Business Mastermind. Then there's me with my wrap that's made of sweet potatoes, guys, which is quite exciting. And then there's the accountability call. Oh, that Sharon posted, tag me in. Then there's a call to action, which is great. And then there's a social proof. As you can see, I walk my talk. And then this, what I think is one of my killer posts that I've ever written, to be honest. And what I love about it is this bit here. So what I did, and I made this up as I was writing it. And what I really love about this post is that I've kind of called out all the reasons people might buy from me. Just put that down, sorry. All the reasons that people might buy from me. And or might need me, basically. So I talk about things like people who are where they're at. This is what this post is about. It's like, where are people at? Right at the beginning, stuck at a plateau, pivoting, scaling, high ticket, discovery called purgatory, skin. See, I laugh at my own jokes, right? Loads of the reasons: skin, overwhelm, no team, low in confidence, low in evidence, floundering for content, sure in niche, unsure of ability, bendy boundaries, clubhouse addicts, guest experts, podcast speakers, and authors. And there we go. Emma emailing me now. And I told a story about how I feel. So how I feel when I do the thing I ask people to do, all these things that go on in my head. What if I freeze? What if I panic attack? What if I can't help them? What if it's weird and awkward? What if people laugh at me and all that kind of stuff? I just wrote this stuff today because I was thinking, how can I make it really clear to people? Like, oh, do I get back on it now? Hold on. How can I make it clear to people, like, who might buy from me, why they might buy from me, as well as what they're going to buy? Does that make sense? So what I want to do today was to talk about my new bit of content, which I'm probably going to end up talking about all the time, which is my 10 times. Okay, so 10X, Ferry Grant Cardone. I have to think of a better name for it. So this is what I said to my client now. So you're getting the benefit of her private work. But I want you to write down for your business 10 people, personas, as we would call it in marketing, who might buy from you. Yeah. So I know we talk about ideal client avatar, we go really niche on it, but I want you to write 10 people who might buy from you. Then I want you to write down 10 people's reasons why they might need you. So the first 10 is 10 types of people. Second one is 10 where they're at. So why might they buy from you? Where are they at? And why do they need your thing, right? So where are they at? What are the reasons why they'll buy from you in terms of not who they are? That's the first 10. Second 10 is where they're at. Thirdly, I want you to write down 10 times 10 different features and benefits of your thing, your product or service. Just write the 10 down. Then I want you to write 10 objections, as we will call it, but 10 reasons people might not buy from you. And then I want you to write down 10 things people say who are already in your program or bought your thing, whatever it might be. So just to go over that again, don't know if Holly or anyone's here who can help type it in the comments, because I've got, as you've seen, I can't do two things at once. So this is going to give you basically 50 content ideas, 10 personas, 10 where they're at, 10 features and benefits, 10 objections, 10 what people say about your thing. When you write that down, you've basically got 50 content ideas. So, and this is real life, happened in our group chat today. So I wrote that post and I wrote a load of different reasons where people will be at and the types of people who might buy from me, and why they would buy from me. So I kind of mixed it up a bit. And then I went on the group chat. So this group chat is for me and Holly and Abby, right? And I'm just trying to think, what did I say? It was quite a while ago now. Let me see. Can't find it. we chat a lot. But anyway, it was something like, guys, I've just written like an amazing post, just saying, or whatever. And then what we can do from that is spin out each of those things. So each buyer persona, each reason somebody might not buy, each thing that people might say, and create the 4 pillars of content from them. Thank you. Facebook user, I presume that's Holly or Abby, or somebody else who's helping me out. I can't see because I can't see the names. But you then spin each one of those out into 4 pillars of content. So, for example, let's go back to my Facebook thing. I won't show you, but I'm going to go back and pick one. So I picked a persona, somebody who's high ticket, needs an interim step between free content and someone investing in a lot of money. And then I would look at that and I'd be like, right, I want to do a story about that. So a story about how I or somebody else, can be either, thanks Sarah, I or somebody else can have had a situation where I've got a higher price program and I'm unable to sell it because there's no gap between free content. There's no stepping stone between free content and a high price program. I would tell that story, and when you see somebody who's got a great program, but you've only just met them on Clubhouse and it feels like a bit of a stretch, wouldn't it be great if you had an interim step? Yeah. So this is for me sort of selling the £99 thing as a concept. Or you could have, so for somebody who's got a high ticket program, you could do a video around the same thing. So have you got a high ticket program, but you're unable to sell it, or you're feeling stuck with selling it? And the reason why is because people you want people to get to know you, but you don't want to just be doing free calls all the time. So that's what I talk about, the discovery call stuff. And then I would do some social proof of somebody who has got a high ticket program and now is selling it because they're doing the interim step, my solution, the £99 thing. And then finally, a call to action. If you've got a high ticket program and you want an interim step between free content and buying your program, why not buy my £99 thing? Now, my £99 training and support group, and we'll show you how to create, this concept. And then you can do that for every single one on that list. Yeah. So another one was like completely skint, got no money in the bank. Yeah. Why would they buy my £99 thing or get £99 together? Well, what's going on in their world? So I would tell a story of being completely skint, whether it's me or somebody else, what it's like. Well, when. You've heard me tell these stories, right? When your dad's taking you around the shop to buy your food, yeah? How it makes you feel. You sit in the car and you cry and you feel like shit, like all of that kind of stuff. Well, wouldn't it be great if you had a way to get £99 in the bank, up front without having anything too complicated, something you can do, you haven't got the headspace for all this kind of stuff, then that is the story around for the person who's got the money. And then you can do a video around that. You can tell some social proof about someone who's had that experience, and you can finally do a call for action. If you've got no money and you need to get money in the bank, invest £99 with us and we'll help you create your own £99 thing. And so on and so forth. And the same with what people might say. So somebody might say, I love the LinkedIn Mastermind because of the community. Yeah. So we'll tell that story, Sharon. So if I'm selling something different now, I'm selling the LinkedIn Mastermind, but if people come to, that's what people say, they love the community. So I'd tell a story of, have you ever bought into a program where you get put into a Facebook group and the owner shows up like once a month and that's all you get? And it isn't like the support community you thought you were going to get. Like, wouldn't it be great if you had a community where, like today, well, this is a business mastermind, but, communities where people lift you up. Today, we do group calls. There's always a lot of things going on in the lives. You get hot seats. Today we had somebody singing, Victoria singing for us. We've got our official musician in there and stuff. And the problem is group programs that don't deliver, right? The solution is the LinkedIn Mastermind the business mastermind because it's got that all built in. You can tell a story, you can do a video about it, you can do social proof, and you can put a call to action around it. Hopefully it's starting to make sense. If you have those 10 things, so 10 personas, 10 reasons like where they're at, 10 reasons why, objections why they might not buy, 10 features and benefits, and 10 things that people say. If you have that written loud and proud somewhere on your wall, they're never going to run out of content ideas. You just pick one, and that's your thing for the day. You can spin it out. It's almost like infinitely. But if you times the 10 things with the 4 pillars of content, it just grows and grows and grows and grows and then grows some more. So hopefully that's useful. Somebody somewhere, hopefully will get something out of this. Write those 10 things down, 10 personas, 10 where they're at, 10 features and benefits, 10 objections, and 10 things that people say. And use that as inspiration for your content. And then what will happen is you'll start to think in content. And that's what I've done from all the years of creating content everywhere I go. That to me is how I operate. And I'm trying to think of ways all the time. Oh, hi, Sydney. I'm trying to think of ways all the time to help people get to the point where they are thinking in content. And I think once you get there and you start to think in content, it's kind of like creating content is never a problem. It's never a problem. The mindset around putting it out there is definitely something for a different call. So we can talk about that another time. So hopefully that's useful. And it's not just for LinkedIn, right? 4 pillars of content for all social media: stories, video, social proof, call to action. Need more money? Post more. The more you post, the more money you'll make. Open up your Facebook publicly, add people you meet in Facebook groups, etc. Don't DM them, obviously. Use it as a business tool, not social media. Tell your friends you're going to be using your business. You're going to use social media for your business. Don't rely on things like Facebook pages. Be really engaged and active in other people's communities, but start to think in content. Everything is content. Everything you've ever done or currently doing or want to do in the future is content. Tell your stories. Pick a date in the calendar. What was I doing in 1982? What was I doing in 2009? Who was I when the moment when I went to university, the moment when I fell over at my wedding, the moment when I, made my first bit of money online, the moment when, I decided I didn't want to be married anymore, the moment when, I felt the proudest, the moment when, it doesn't always have to be rock bottom stuff as well. It's not just about backstory stories. It's not about rock bottom. It's just about bringing and putting together a 4DHD version of you. The more people know you, the more people buy from you. It doesn't matter what you're selling. That's just a fact. It's a true story. Stories, video, social proof, and call to action. Super simple. When was the last time you all put a call to action out? Go and do one right now. Just has to be a couple of lines. I've got this thing. If it's of interest to you or you know anyone, send them my way. Stories, video, social proof, call to action. Go and do 4 now and then tag me in. Let me know you've done all 4. You've got half an hour. I'll see you at 4 and you've done 4 pieces of content. But yeah, write down your 10. Let me know. Put them publicly. That's a content, yeah? That is content. I've just watched Helen Pritchard. She's talking about thinking in content. She's talking about this rule of 10. And she challenged us to think of 10 personas, 10 where they're at, 10 features and benefits, 10 objections, and 10 of what people say. Here are my 50 things. And now I'm going to go and do 4 pillars of content around one of them. It's content. Everything's content. Document. Don't create, right? Like Gary says. Good old Gary. So yeah, think in 10s, think in content, 4 pillars, show up, be consistent, don't forget to do call to action, stories in everything. Everybody's fascinated by everyone else's stories. You might not be fascinated by your own. Everyone else is fascinated in yours. Don't forget, people buy from people who got their shit together, like Pete says, but they also buy from people who've overcome good things, bad things, been like them or not like them. Whether you're completely like somebody is really relatable, is exciting. If you're completely not and therefore completely intriguing is also really good. Just showing up. And if you worry about posting too much, go and look at my Facebook. I think I've posted about 10, 12 times today. Nothing bad's happened. We have sold some stuff though. That's how it works, guys. Right, have a lovely afternoon and I'll see you all soon. Bye, guys.